Christmas is coming, and if you still aren't in the holiday mood, it's time to fix your Claus meter. The recipe for a good mood is simple. One big elf, a bit of faith in miracles, and our video about where the stars of Elf are now. Elf is an absolute classic that we all have to watch and rewatch at Christmas time, somewhere in between Love Actually and Home Alone. Don't miss our video, or else you won't know what Daniel Tay is up to now, and how many times Ed Ashner portrayed Santa before Elf, and who is supposed to get the lead part in the movie. Daniel Tay as Michael Hobbs. We'll start with Buddy's younger brother, Michael, who desperately wanted to believe in miracles. Now 27, Daniel Tay is almost unrecognizable, and he separates himself completely from his acting career during his teenage years. Flaunting a sprinkle of stubble, Daniel ditches Hollywood fame and moved to academics. After his best-known role, he went on to play in a number of popular movies. From the little boy who helped his older brother bring the Christmas spirit back to the Big Apple, to the voice of the pup Dougal in 2006, Daniel had quite a successful stint. As he distanced himself from the world of acting, the kid we saw in an epic showdown snowball fight with the human elf headed to Yale. He seems to be quite happy with his social media silence. However, his fans are still hoping for a sequel to the popular Christmas movie. Zooey Deschanel as Jovi. Zooey Deschanel wasn't the first choice to play Buddy's love interest, Jovi. However, it's hard to believe that somebody could portray Buddy's crush better. I went in as a backup, the actress told Variety of her audition. The person they cast couldn't do it. A lot of the parts I got early in my career, I was filling in for someone else who had dropped out last minute. In the years since the Elf's release, Deschanel starred in several memorable movies, including 2008's Yes Man, 2009's 500 Days of Summer, and 2011's Our Idiot Brother. But you probably know her as Jessica Day on Fox's hit comedy New Girl. Zooey is not only a talented actress, but also a singer. She is a part of a musical duo, She and Him, which has released 6 albums since 2008.
It's broken, shattered to a million and one.
As for her personal life, Zooey has been happily married to Jacob Pachenik, and they have a child together. Zooey and Jacob got married in a super secret ceremony. This is Deschanel's second marriage, the actress having divorced Death Cab for Cutie vocalist Ben Gibbard in 2012. James Caan as Walter Hobbs. Though Caan may be well known to the younger generation as Buddy's dad, the actor had quite an impressive career long before that. Caan came to prominence with roles in films such as Brian's Song, The Gambler, and A Bridge Too Far. He also earned an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his portrayal of the temperamental Sonny Corleone in The Godfather. After his role in Elf, the actor started acting for TV. He starred as Montecito Resort and Casino President Ed Deline in NBC's Las Vegas for 4 seasons. James Caan has been married 4 times, and he divorced his last wife, Linda Stokes, 5 years ago. Mary Steenburgen as Emily Hobbs. You may remember Mary Steenburgen as Walter's wife and Buddy's understanding and supporting stepmom, Emily Hobbs. Steenburgen, who also had a successful career before Elf, has stayed busy since then. She has appeared in dozens of movies, including 2008's 4 Christmases, 2011's The Help, 2014's Song 1, and most recently, 2018's The Book Club. And she's also been married to Ted Danson for a long 23 years. Many of you know him for his role in The Good Place. Ted and Mary had both pretty much given up on love by the time they filmed Pontiac Moon together in 1994. I announced to all my friends, not dramatically, but very seriously, that I was done with relationships, Mary told Closer this July. But shooting a 5-hour canoe scene as husband and wife helped turn fiction into fact. We paddled in sync, he remembered. We went out as friends, and by the time we came back, we were in love. Ironic how life works in those moments. Once you throw up your arms and surrender, a lot of times things come your way. I'm madly in love with Mary Steenburgen. She's a remarkable human being, so I'm just incredibly blessed, Ted Danson told Us Weekly. It feels like heaven on earth. If I were to die, I can say I know what it's like to be loved and to love. He is not afraid to voice his devotion and dedication to her either. He does tell me every single day of my life that I'm beautiful, and I do know a lot of women live without that, Steenburgen revealed to People. Ed Ashner as Santa Claus. Ed Ashner is probably most recognized for his role as Lou Grant on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, but to Elf fans, he'll always be Santa Claus. Before Elf, Ed was already an experienced Santa. Ho ho ho! He also donned the big red suit for the TV movie The Story of Santa Claus and Olive the Other Reindeer. Though Ashner is now in his late 80s, it doesn't seem that he's slowed down at all. In 2009, he voiced the role of Carl Fredricksen in Pixar's Up. In early 2011, Ashner returned to television in Working Class, the first original sitcom on CMT. This actor is also divorced. Ed Ashner married Cindy Gilmore in 1998. Their initial split almost 10 years later quickly turned contentious when he tried to cut off his wife's spousal support, alleging that she was not making a single effort to become self-supporting. The couple got officially divorced a long 8 years after their breakup, but no one knows for sure what happened between them. Bob Newhart as Papa Elf. How can we forget about the cutest character, Papa Elf? Bob Newhart captured our hearts as the loving and caring elf who raised Buddy. Newhart has been on television since the 1960s, and after the release of Elf, Newhart has continued to focus his attention on the small screen. He made an appearance on TNT's The Librarian franchise. He also had a recurring guest role on The Big Bang Theory as Professor Proton, a scientist whom Sheldon and Leonard watched on TV as children and continued to idolize as adults. Newhart won a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor for his role on the sitcom. Oh, if you are a Big Bang Theory fan, watch our video about who the actors of the show are dating. Bob Newhart and his second half, Ginny Newhart, the daughter of Bill Quinn, have lived soul to soul for 55 years. She said in an interview on their 50th anniversary, "I don't know whether it's our generation, divorce was just not in our vocabulary. Like anybody, we had fights, and we had some pretty good ones." Ginny is fighting liver cancer at the age of 77, and the illness just brought this couple closer. She once said that it made them aware of their mortality. They have started thinking about how vulnerable a person's life is. The couple is battling the illness together and staying optimistic, enjoying the time with their 4 children and grandkids. Peter Dinklage as Miles Finch. Christmas is coming! How can we not mention our favorite Lannister? Peter Dinklage played Miles Finch, a brilliant-tempered children's author who beats up Buddy after he keeps mistaking him for an elf. Although he only appeared for a few minutes, his scene is definitely one of the most memorable ones in the Christmas classic. You probably know him best for a little show called Game of Thrones. The actor has played Tyrion Lannister on the HBO smash since its debut. Tyrion struggles to find love and appreciation from his family, but in real life, it's the complete opposite for Peter. The 48-year-old actor has been married to a writer-director Erica Schmidt for more than 10 years, having a 5-year-old daughter. And last year, the happy family welcomed their second baby to the world. Being a very loving father and husband is probably the best role of his life. Will Ferrell as Buddy. At the age of 36, Will Ferrell landed the part of now iconic Buddy in Elf. But believe it or not, he wasn't the first choice. Jim Carrey was initially meant to star in the project, but he decided not to after many years of delayed production. Ferrell, whose resume consisted of mostly supporting roles back then, nabbed the part instead. And that's the end of story. Running around the streets of New York dressed as an elf, I thought, this could be my last movie, Ferrell said of the role in 2015. It went the other way, so I feel so fortunate. I feel so glad that that's become part of the lexicon. Now at the age of 51, Ferrell has gone on to star in a number of hits, including the Anchorman franchise, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, Blades of Glory, Step Brothers, and many others. However, the actor is not eager to take part in a possible sequel of Elf. "I just think it would look slightly pathetic if I tried to squeeze back in the elf tights," he said of the idea, according to USA Today. Buddy the middle-aged elf. Oh, we would definitely watch it. Will Ferrell is married to Vivica Paulin, the actress. They have been married for 17 years and have 3 children. Ferrell's wife Paulin was born in Askim, Sweden. She does not have a public Instagram or Twitter page. They met in 1995 while both attending acting classes in LA. They dated briefly before Ferrell was called to New York to join Saturday Night Live. After arriving in New York, Ferrell started another relationship, but kept talking with Pauline over the phone for 2 hours a night. While at an SNL break, Pauline invited him over for a beer. He then told Elle. She drank her beer in 2 sips, just pounded it. She was like, "Do you want another one?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." She quickly drank that one too. And she said, "I think I still like you." I was stunned. I didn't play it cool at all. I went, "I just told my uncle that I'm going to marry you one day." He laughs. Then we didn't know what to do with ourselves. So she drove me home and I went in for the kiss and she gave me the cheek. I was like, what does this all mean? They started their love affair all over again and got married in 2000. Comment below if you have already watched Elf this year. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy the story? Subscribe to our channel so you won't miss on new thrilling videos about your favorite celebs.